They can hide the receipts, but not the greatness. This woman has probably put tens of thousands of black women and taught them how to be into business themselves, take care of others, as well as built this college around the fact that they can bring in more resources, whether that's from a political standpoint or whatnot. But she single-handedly changed the trajectory of black women, specifically in St. Louis, with tens of thousands around to come to college and learn something, especially about cosmetology. That lady is Annie Turnbo Malone. Back in the 1908, 1920, you had a black woman who had this thought, this idea. No one knows how to do my hair. It's very select. I need to be able to teach us to more. Back then, obviously, there wasn't a lot of hair parlors around for one, black women, but in black hair in general. It was always going to be in a small little town. Maybe they didn't get taught. Better yet, I think what Annie did the best is she created independent contractors. Now, today, all of the hair care products and beauty salons and those stuff like that have the ability to sell their products. This was one of the original ideas and thoughts behind it. This is one of the original overall beauty salons and beauty colleges that has ever been created. Now you have a lot more out there, even locally here in Des Moines and Ankeny. There are ones out here. Well, this was the original. I'm sure all the St. Louis historians can do a way better job than me, but I, as a business owner and someone who does Let's Get Real, was drawn to her story from the simple part of running a business and creating a college, but not only like the college, but it was the hub for the city, for your politicians, any of your political events, civil rights, you name it, was a hub for them. Yes, it had all the services and cafeterias and all of those things to take care of the community, but also it was designed to be somewhere that these black women can come and learn and then be entrepreneurs for themselves. A lot of ones that you hear about are usually the opposite. Yeah, it's to teach them and to learn, but it has something to do with the owner, the founder, the idea person behind it to make a shit ton of money. It's not what Annie was about. Annie was about giving back to others, creating a community feel, and being able to highlight and train and teach thousands upon thousands of other women in this world today. How far do those roots go? I don't know. Those spokes probably go clear across the United States at this point, and maybe the foundation of our beauty is tied back to what Annie developed. So I ask you this, have you ever heard of it? Have you ever heard of Annie Malone? Sure, a lot of you in St. Louis have. I have not, but diving into how she operated her business and what she wanted to do for others is one of the reasons that I wanted to spend this 10 minutes clip of Let's Get Real to highlight her in this amazing month that we have of Black History Month. So what are some things that I learned from my research? I think a lot of it has to do with like clarity and community and the overall concept that she brought in. Obviously clarity, we all know. Am I clear about what I want to do? Yeah, but it wasn't necessarily about the beauty and the hair salon and the hairstylist and all of that stuff. What it was about was her having a very clear message of, I want to teach others, because by teaching others, they can have support for their families. And them having support for their families allows generations to grow. The mindset back then to have that on the forefront when we're going through the civil rights movement, all those things and those issues from racism to slavery that was still around, it is unspeakable and unconscious, in my opinion. And a lot of our business lessons are thought through that same thought. Then it comes to community. We all know nowadays that in business, you have to have a network of people, whether that's your clients that are around you, whether that's other colleagues, loved ones. Community is vitally important. But not only is community important for your growth of your business, community is important for our society as a whole. And by creating her and creating a college, but not just the college again, it was the hub. It was a spoke to everything. There was community events, there was cafeterias, there was medical places to go there, there was the graduation halls. All of those things created that sense of community, where that sense of community had not only a place to learn and grow from, it had sanctuary, it had safety. It also had something to be proud of. Communities need that. Our society needs that. Look at where we're at in our society today right now. Where's our local communities? Where are we at as a community as a whole? Does the United States American, as an American citizen, do we feel like we're one community? We don't. I can answer that myself. I do not feel like that. There's a lot of things going on, but having someone lead that is what is very, very important. If we don't, we have consequences. We've got clarity, we've got our community, we know how to implement those things. Without them, what do we have? We have consequences. Those consequences can be seen in violence, chaos, turmoil, lack of salary increases. The poor keep getting poorer, the rich keep getting richer, middle class disappears. We look at the markets today, they're going nuts. Gold, silver, stocks, cryptos, all over the place. Consequences matter when you don't have a society that is community-based and has clarity of what they want to achieve. Annie Malone created that concept, that ability to have that. Don't get me wrong, in local communities, there is that. But is there enough for as a nation that we can come together and move forward? I don't know. Pretty sure Annie wouldn't like where we're at today. And I know a lot of them wouldn't like where we're at today. Shit, I don't like where we're at today. Annie Malone built infrastructure, not a hustle. She built a business, not a way to make a bunch of money. She created clarity, created community, and was an ultimate true inventor of business and how we should operate in life. So I want to task you with some homework, something that you need to take home today. I want you to do one thing for me. What are you going to do in your life today to help move that message forward of community? Can you be that hub, whether that's a physical hub or not a physical hub? And as always, if you loved what we're putting out here, whether that's a Black History Month series, Let's Get Real, or No BS Wealth, please like, follow, subscribe, and more importantly, comment. We want to be there to engage with you. Whether that's, hey, you want to be a troll and talk shit, I'm here for it. If it's what you want to learn more, or you have other Black inventors during Black History Month that you want to call to the forefront, please comment. We're here for you. And as always, let's get real.